The Ponca Tribe of Nebraska wants to expand the services they offer for tribal members and the public.
Right now, the Fred Leroy Health and Wellness Center near South Omaha serves the tribe, and now they're making plans to expand their footprint and carry on Leroy's legacy. John Chapman highlights the recent expansions for the tribe.
About 3 years ago, members of the Ponca Tribe of Nebraska broke ground near 84th and Q Streets to build housing for senior tribal members. Ponca Heights is now complete. 20 zero-entry, two-bedroom homes make up the new community. Dorian Middleton moved in November.
It's made for senior living, and everything's so convenient, it's cheaper. I mean, it's helped us so much financially, and it's just a beautiful place.
Now the Ponca Tribe is planning another major development not far from Ponca Heights. The tribe hopes to break ground again next door to its headquarters about a mile away from Ponca Heights. The new Fred Leroy Health and Wellness Center would be a close to 42,000 square foot building. The complex would include a community gathering space, a transportation center, and a cultural building.
It's another valuable asset that will provide resources to the Ponca Tribe individuals, resources they don't currently have access to. I think it's going to be a great component for the community.
As you get older, you don't like driving so much, and so we love it.
Dorian is excited about the proposed health clinic and community center being so close to his new home.
It just makes everything easier. You know, everything's going to be right there where we can have access, and I'm one of them that's going to be using it a lot.
Dorian and other tribal members hope to continue building their new community with the addition of the new health clinic.
The Ponca Tribe is really looking out for us. They really are, and I can't thank them enough.
In Omaha, I'm John Chapman, First Alert 6.
The proposed health clinic will serve Ponca Tribe members as well as non-native residents. They still need the approval of the Omaha City Council on special permit use for the facility. Well, President Trump wants